Welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Cush, along with my barback Kyle. I'm not a real doctor, but I did spend almost 2 decades running some of LA's best bars. After years of teaching classes and training bartenders, I want to demystify the cocktail world for you. Let's try a few new things as I open up my bar to everybody. Belly up, chat, and let's have a drink. Welcome, everybody, to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Cush, noticing a distinct lack of Moose. So we are here celebrating Moose, who shows up at the show often, even though he shows up at a time that I don't think any normal person should be watching a cocktail show, sometime like 4 a.m. It is his birthday coming up, and so I was given the task of creating Moose cocktails. Now, there's only one cocktail today that has anything to do with Moose. The other two are going to be the other two things I know about Moose, and that is he comes from Norway, and he is up early. So, listen, I never met Moose. Moose shows up at the show and hangs out, and that is what we're up to. So hopefully you guys will stick around. Hopefully Moose will show up at some point, because look at this. Well, hold on. Look what I got going. Moose's favorite thing. Invite a guest. Copy link. Did you copy it? Copy link. We'll post this right here. Well, how do I write in this? Just like this? Like that? If I do paste right there. Perfect. Oh, now I can hear myself. Hold on. We're going to hang that up. Okay. Oh no. Check. Okay, good. I can't hear myself anymore. All right. No, I can't hear myself. What is going on? Why does this thing always do this? Hold on. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, I don't know what the problem is. All right, well, we're going to close out of that. Sorry, Moose. We will have you join another time when we figure that out. All right. Never mind. Do not, under any circumstances, do not follow this. Okay, 1 second. There's a... dang it. Okay, we got to take these out. All right, we're going to have to go without these. Okay, welcome, everybody, again. Let me say hello to the people here. I don't know why immediately that thing goes crazy as soon as I decide I want to invite people on the show. It didn't seem to before, but now it does. Let me say hello to... Where are we starting? Oh, happy birthday, Espen from DC, Debbie Clark. Oh, here we go. Happy birthday to Moose from Shawnee Panda Baker. Happy birthday, Moose from Tiki Tom. Let's see who else we got. We got KT. Kyle Tender is in the house. Good to see you. Last minute decision to go today. Oh, because there's something about a fish I saw earlier. Apparently we have fishermen in the audience. I went fishing one time. I got stung by a bee. Two completely different things, but that's my only fishing experience. I went in Cabo on a boat. We went shark fishing. Is that a thing? I think we just saw a shark. I wasn't really paying attention. They brought beer on the board, so I was really excited about that. And then I took a nap. Very epic nap on top of a boat. Let me say hello to Amy Beer. Amy Beer is here. Good to see you. A big old happy birthday to Moose. The husbands are here. A double happy birthday from both of the husbands. Good to see you guys. Any chance that it stopped being... Ah, dang it. I don't know why it's doing this, and it drives me crazy. Okay, let's see. Who else we got? We got Mrs. Tiki Tom. The hat is epic. Thank you. Custom made. I had this custom made for me. I believe it was Fendi. I think Fendi made this. I can't tell. Many happy returns to the day. Return to the day, Moose. Yeah, Moose is not here, so it's a bit awkward. I suppose this will be kind of a surprise party for him at this point. We will do a little Moose surprise party. When he shows up, we'll all jump out screaming a big happy birthday to Moose. But in the meanwhile... Oh, Moose is here. Moose is here? Where's Moose? Oh, Moose is here. All right, Moose. Good to see you, pal. Moose, I tried to get you in on this little thing, but as soon as I put the link into this little guy, it becomes an issue. So do not, under any circumstances, follow this. It's just going to throw me off for the rest of it. Let me just see if I can fix it real quick. I don't have, I'll be very honest, I don't have a ton planned today. We have 3 cocktails, and then we were going to talk to Moose. But if I can't get Moose talking, then we could be in for some issues here. All right, I can't even join that anymore. I don't know what the sound is. Is it... Give me 1 second, then we'll figure... Oh, maybe this. Maybe if we take chat off. Oh, no, chat is good. We want chat. Otherwise, we can't see what we're doing. Under music, no. No, none of that. None of that. Oh, chat app. If we take that down. Check, check. Check, check. Oh, it's still there. Okay, we're gonna have to do it without it. All right, we're gonna have to do this one deaf. All right. For those of you who don't know, Moose Espen has been showing up at this show for a while. At first, I thought, oh, fun, just a person that shows up to the show. Until I realized that he set up an alarm so that he could wake up and then watch this show. Now, I know you guys are all dedicated to this show. Absolutely. How many of you are setting an alarm? None of you. So we found out that Moose's birthday is on April Fool's Day. We don't celebrate April Fool's Day here, so we've been fooled too many times. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, that's just kind of my life. Fool me 4 times, and then there we are. So we're going to take everything that I know about Moose, everything, literally all the things I know about Moose, and we're going to make cocktails out of them. So we're going to start off with a cocktail called the Moscow Muse. That's not right. Why can't I say it? Kyle laughed at me earlier. We're going to start off with a cocktail called the Moscow Moose. Found it earlier, sounded delicious. We're going to make it, and then we're going to drink it. So get ready for that. We're going to make this one in glass. Why not? So we'll reach down here. We'll grab a Moscow. I got to go all the way down there. The hat doesn't really... I don't know if you can tell on screen, but I have an abnormally large head and a pretty big neck. Makes it very difficult to buy shirts. If I ever want to buy, this is not my problem anymore, buying like those slimming shirts. Because if I'm going to fit my big fat neck in it and my big fat head through it, then I have to buy larger shirts and then just hope that I can fill them out. Thus... normal size party hats sit on my head like they are a fez, and I am in a tiny little car being chased by monkeys. That's what I assume goes on at those meetings. Okay, this is a Moscow Mule glass. Moscow Mules, of course, invented where? Los Angeles. Don't let anybody else tell you they were invented somewhere else. Invented in Los Angeles at the Cock and Bull. The Smirnoff guy was hanging out with the ginger beer guy. And the ginger beer guy happened to know a lady that was selling these little copper mugs. That's it. Just that good old-fashioned Los Angeles capitalism came in. They took a few companies, they merged them together, and they ended up with one of these guys. So this is the Moscow, not the Moscow Muse. I did get rid of chat, didn't I? Oh, no. Oh, no, oh, no. What have I done? Oh, it's all falling apart now, guys. The wheels are coming off. I can't put the chat up anymore. How did I do that? Did it get put somewhere different? Maybe we move it here. Oh, chat is gone. Oh, it's all bad. Maybe chat's here. Oh, chat's here. The chat is decidedly not here. Okay, well, if we got a chat, we'll chat over here. So, as Kyle says, Muse. We're not making a Moscow Muse. We're making a Moscow Moose. We're going to start off our Moscow Moose with a little bit of rye. Now, I happen to find a very fun rye. It was just sitting on the back of a shelf. Somebody had given this to me a while ago. Don't know anything about it. It seems like I might know something about it. It seems like definitely maybe I have tasted this one before at some point. That's probably true. That's probably true. That's probably how it ended up in the back of a shelf somewhere. It is called Sextro Rye. And who created it? These two. This is Frank Shorty and Lorraine Sextro. This recipe was created by a fiercely self-reliant woman supporting her family during Prohibition. So that's fun. Apparently, this is a pretty accurate description of what whiskey was like during Prohibition. What do we know about whiskey during Prohibition? Gross, disgusting, or incredibly expensive because you had to get it from Canada. And we know about those Canadians. Expensive whiskey. That's all we know about them. That's the only one thing we know about them. Go ahead and grab some rye. We're going to throw 2 ounces of some rye right into this glass here. Obviously, just a rye version of the Moscow Mule. That would be boring. What are we, boring tonight? We have all the banners up. We're wearing hats. There we go. Amazing is setting an alarm to be with those mornings. Herd of Moose Day is the least we can do to reciprocate, Espen. That's exactly right. Boy, I wish that this chat thing would work again. Maybe properties. Maybe we will... If we redo the properties, maybe we can get it going. Ah, not working. Sorry, Moose. Your birthday is some sort of harbinger. This is what I was excited about. This is amaretto. Amaretto is made of stone fruit pits. Tastes very much like cherry and almond. I, for a long time, thought it was an almond liqueur, like an almond. Like if you pronounce it in an odd way, an almond, amaretto. Amaretto just means amar, right there. Amar means bitter, and etto means little. It's a little bitter. Teeny tiny bitters. Clearly, I use this all the time because the cap is stuck on there. We don't need much. Amaretto, a little amaretto goes a long way. Think of it as an amorosa. Big. Think of it as big. Amorosa. We're going to go ahead and put in ½ an ounce of some amaretto. I wonder if I need to update my program. You think that's probably what it is? Let's just see if maybe we just move this here. I'm going to be fixing this the rest of the day, guys. So hopefully you guys are ready for that. Let's see. Did that work? Did that work? No. Okay. Hope you guys don't have anything interesting to say because we can't look at it. Moose. This is a lime. That's not a lime. This is a container of lime. Thus, we will be using that. We need our lime juice to come in 3/4 of an ounce. Beyond this, it's really just, we're making a Moscow Mule. A good way to make a Moscow Mule. 2 3/4 and about 3 ounces of ginger beer. That should do you well. But add that amaretto in there. Switch out the vodka for the rye. The Moscow Moose. 3/4 of an ounce of some lime juice. Thank you, Moose. Go down here. Appreciate it, buddy. There we are. Is Whiffin here? No Whiffin. We're using Whiffin cubes today. I did a great event this week with Rangoni, and I used all my clear ice cubes. So I'm feeling incredibly underprepared for basically the rest of my life. It feels like when I have my clear cubes, I feel very strong, very powerful, very mystic. Without them, we are going to be using these guys, which are fine too. They're fine too. Good for shaking. Not great for the way cocktails look, but you know, it's not like we do a show on the internet where everybody gets to look at this. Go ahead and grab some ginger beer. I'm using this one. Which one is this? Q brand ginger beer. Why are we using this one? The only one I had on hand. Despite how big this thing is, I wouldn't put in more than 4 ounces. So if you are out there and you have some sort of gargantuan barrel-sized version of a tin cup or a copper cup, don't just fill it up. Try and get this somewhat precise. We're going to go 3 ounces. We're going to taste it, and then we're going to go to 4 ounces if we need it. So this is 4 ounces of some ginger beer. Gosh, that's pretty nice. Just went right to the top. So there we go. Okay. I don't have a moose, but I do have a bear. And I think if we all kind of squint our eyes, or if you guys had some slatted sunglasses, you don't really need to squint anymore. You can just put this in here. Assume that it is some sort of moose and go from there. Very, very simple. Very easy. Not a lot to do. We've done it. So this is it. I've been calling it the Moscow Muse, but we are going to call it the Moscow Moose. Simple cocktail, nice and easy. Let's see how we did, shall we? Cheers to Moose. Do not carve upon stone or wood. He was honest or he was good. You know, can I just say, I always do this cheers as a, what do you call it? It's like a cheers. I do it as like a cheers. It's actually, the name of the poem, I believe, is Effigy. It is meant to be said after someone has passed away. I am going to retake that. We're not going to let that happen. So this is for a long life for Moose. So we're going to try and put things in the present. So do not carve upon stone or wood that he is honest or he is good. Instead, write, currently, on smoke and a passing breeze, 7 words. And the words are these that say all that a volume can. He loves, he laughs, and he understands. See how I did that? Oh, that is something else. I'm going to straw it up. Very prim. Oh, boy. Yeah. I will say, no offense to the sextro, whiskey back in 1931 was not good. It wasn't a very good whiskey. So if they were able to remake the whiskey exactly like it was back in the day, they've done a good job. It's not a particularly good whiskey, but that is why Prohibition era cocktails. I'm sweating. This hat has almost no, what do you call it? Ventilation. I'm just sweating through my head, through my black eye, and all the whole thing. It's not great. So Prohibition cocktails had a lot of mixers. We always think of Prohibition cocktails as being like, they've got to be really forward. It's got to be all that, we got to get that whiskey into us. We got to get that gin into us. Come on. Really, during Prohibition, we saw much larger other ingredients being put in here. That's where we start seeing things like the bee's knees with honey being added to the ginger and lemon. Lots of extra ingredients. And this one in particular, with the extra addition of the amaretto, the little amaro, does help us out. Kyle is here, but under the weather. So I am not going to make him trudge his cloaked behind in here to grab his drink. Instead, Kyle, I will be a hero, and I will drink all 3 drinks. Listen, you guys don't have to cheer for me or anything. That's not a big deal. I am a hero. The Moscow Moose. Listen, guys, sometimes we absolutely prepare for the show and know what we're doing and go from there. And sometimes we string the thing up and go. We're celebrating Moose, and there we go. Kyle says that I'm Kyle's hero. I can prove that by going over here. And Stephanie Husband had a bee's knees last night. That's a great cocktail. Bee's knees is a great cocktail. Nice and simple. Sometimes the important thing I think oftentimes with cocktails is not overdoing it. You don't ever want to, like we say in comedy, you don't want to put a hat on a hat. Find something simple. Obviously, you want to go into a bar, you want to spend $400 on a cocktail, make them put 4 or 5 hats on your cocktail. You want to bring out the nitrous oxide, the shakers, you want to bring in the big, beautiful ice with the rose inside, or the tea ice, so that as the thing melts, it becomes a different cocktail. You do that at a restaurant. Don't attempt that at home. It's too much work. Way too much work. Okay. How far are we? Okay, good. I think we're on track. What else do we know about Moose? Well, we know that Moose, at one point, we called him Espen. We don't do that anymore. He was driving, I believe the story goes, he was driving a Jaguar and hit a moose. He hit a moose with his car. I want to say, I don't remember everything about this show, but I do remember some things. I do believe that Bootopia then started calling him Moose. That caught on pretty quick, because if you have a friend that's named, his last name is Cooney, and you don't call him Coon Dog, that friend has messed up, right? If you do something like hit a moose with your car, survive the whole thing, walk away from it, and you're not called Moose, you're probably not that great of a guy, all right? Moose, obviously a great guy, so we call him Moose. So that's one thing we know about him. What else do we know about him? He lives in Norway. We're getting deep. We're on like Tinder chatting at this point. How many brothers and sisters does he have? I don't even know that much. I don't even know that much. Does he have brothers and sisters? Does he have a family? I don't know anything about him. But what I do know, he lives in Norway. So we're gonna make a Norgroni. I was pretty proud of myself when I came up with that. We are gonna reach down to a bottle that we almost never use, and we are. Is anybody getting a headache? This is just me. We're gonna reach down here and we're gonna reach for a bottle that we almost never reach for. We've done it a couple times. There we go. This right here is our good friend Linny. This is Aquavit. Aquavit is, if you smell it, I dated a Norwegian one time. She was German, but her whole family was Norwegian. Some of the toughest people that I've ever met. Very, very tough. They do tough stuff. They drink tough stuff, and that's what we're doing. So we're making a Norgroni, because that's what we know about them. That's a spirit I haven't tried yet, says Shiny Panda Baker. If you don't care for fennel, pop it over here. If you don't care for fennel, Shiny Panda Baker, this might not be for you. But if you do like interesting, sort of strong flavors that are added to other interesting strong flavors, I think you might have a little kindred spirit in this one. We're going to stir this guy. We're going to keep our hat on. Most expensive ingredient first. This is probably the most expensive ingredient first. So normally we would put this in least expensive ingredient first. This is probably the most expensive ingredient in here, but it doesn't matter. It's Moose's birthday. Listen, we're all having a good time. I think that's the important part to remember. We are all currently, look at your clocks right now. Remember that at 6:29, you are having a good time. We're going to pour in 1 ounce of some Linny, some Aquavit. We're going to follow the old Negroni way to do this. I got to fill up a whole hour. I got to tell you guys every story I have. I was at this event, right? We're going to reuse this event a bunch. First of all, somebody told me that the Negroni, that gin was invented in Italy. I had to immediately shut that down. I wasn't allowed to yell at anybody at this event. I had to, smile, do my own thing. Of course, that's not where gin came from. But they then went on to tell me the story of the Negroni. I interjected as little as I possibly could, but please don't tell the story of the Negroni around me if you don't want me to interject my little thing. The thing that they didn't talk about was, of course, his rodeo clowning. So then I told them the story of the rodeo clowning. They didn't believe me. I told them it was a drinking story. So it's well understood that, of course, that's probably not a true story. But wouldn't it be better if it was? And there we had it. That's anyway. We are moving into the Italian ingredients. This right here is Campari. It was purchased at this store, but we're not going to look at that store right now. Went to ow, dang, cut myself. Went to Total Wine, got rum agricole, an herbal elixir graham chartreuse, but no amaretto, says Amy Beer. Amy Beer, I wish you luck on amaretto. You know, I believe at Total Wine, at least the ones around me, they do sell Di Serono, which is, I gotta say, is technically an amaretto. So if you're hard up for it, look for that. I also know that they sell Liquor 43. That was gonna be impossible with this hat on here. Oh, right here, Liquor 43. This guy right here. I know that they sell Liquor 43 or 43. Not exactly amaretto, but in a pinch, certainly delicious. Me personally, I prefer Liquor 43 to most Amaros, or to most amarettos. Go ahead and grab some Campari, 1 ounce of that, please. You know we haven't done enough? Is it going? I can't even hear. Oh, dang. Big ol' echo. Okay. Close that off. There we go. Okay. What else do we need? Oh, good. Kim K is here. We were late. We were drinking. You know, we drink over here too. You guys don't have to drink by yourselves. We always drink over here. Picked up Cafo's amaretto. It's really good, says Shawnee Panabaker. I'll prove it. There you go. Okay. I don't know much about Cafo's amaretto, but Shawnee Panabaker says it's good. I super trust Shawnee Panabaker. We're reaching down here for more Italian stuff. This is our teeny tiny bottle of sweet vermouth. Sweet like the Italians. I love the Italians, but I'm not sure you would call them sweet. Do you guys want to see how the hat is staying up? Toothpicks. Sorry. Chopsticks. That's how they make hats. Oh, right. I forgot to say something. It is also Kim K's birthday. So Kyle's lawyer was not spawned, did not come from an egg, like I would assume most lawyers do come from, is some sort of egg, some sort of rock that's they crawl out from under after having given no humanity or real sense of empathy. That's what I assume most lawyers come from. Turns out Kim K does have a birthday, so you gotta love that. A lawyer with a birthday. So happy birthday to Kim K. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to Dougie G. I see is there. We're going to go ahead and put in 1 ounce of sweet verm. And there we have it. Let's give this a little stir. Call it a day. Oh, look at all this ice. Oh, God, I forgot about all this ice. Now it's all over the floor. I'm not wearing shoes, so my feet are going to get chilly. So it'll kind of be like I'm hanging out with Moose. I assume that Moose's feet are almost always chilly. So Moose and I, little kindred spirits. We're little mooselings today. There we go. Throw a piece of ice in here. Should we throw one more? One more. There we go. Close that off. Stir, stir, stir. Pling. Listen, is this drink going to be so much different than a normal Negroni? Yeah, it should be a little different. Not so much different, but different enough. grab a glass. We want to serve this one up if we can. Pour this out. You're very welcome, Kim. Let me say hello to the people that have shown up since. I got to put you over on here so that we can see it because for some reason nothing's working. Cocktail Lulu says happy birthday. Aloha and happy birthday to Moose and Kim. Who else has shown up? I guess that's maybe it. Tiki Town, we already talked about. Good to see you. Dougie G. Oh, Dougie G. Yeah. Okay. This right here is the drink. Kyle, I know that you're not feeling well, but will you remind me, please? I'm putting dirty glasses in a place that dirty glasses shouldn't go. Just remind me. Thank you. Not necessarily from his native land of Norway. He does not come from a land down under. In fact, he comes from the house well above the under. Can I just give it to you? Kyle has literally been just dead today, and as soon as I told him that there was a dirty glass going somewhere, he sprinted in here. Please don't drop that. I don't have a lot of expensive barware, but I do have one piece, and you are currently holding it. So, what? Do you want the cocktail? Yeah, okay. There we go. Kyle wants the Moscow Moose. I guess we'll need an opinion on it then. Take your time as long as you can. We don't do anything while you're tasting, so really the show's on you. You can just be careful with that. Oh, good. Yes, that's a galike. That's a glove. That's a glove. Okay, good. We've done it. All right. We've let this one sit here, get warm. We didn't even put it in a cold glass, so it's just getting warmer and warmer as it goes. This right here, the Negroni. Cheers. The Norwegians, the Swedish, a lot of those Scandinavians, they, I feel like, sort of like the Scottish, a lot of their cuisine, a lot of their food choices are based on a dare. I mean, really, do they pickle? They pickle a lot of fish. They make fennel liquor. This already smells pretty strong. As I assume Moose has, growing up, drinking nothing but aquavit, I think Moose will certainly enjoy this cocktail. This adds just a bit more. I don't want to call it bitter. I don't know what. I don't know exactly how to describe. Maybe a bit more like savory into a cocktail that is already somewhat bitter. Is not really saved by a lot of the sweetness. We've talked about the Negroni on the show before. Just get these going, otherwise I feel like I look like an idiot. This one's waving at us. There we go. Now I look handsome. Yeah, listen, the Negroni, in my opinion, somewhat of a flawed cocktail. I do find that a lot of the Negroni variations, things like adding in the aquavit, do help to sort of round it out. I got nothing against gin. I like gin just fine. But I feel like, as always, I feel like Campari, anything more than half an ounce in a drink is always too much. In this one, no exception. I kind of wanted to taste a little bit more of the aquavit. It's kind of hard to find. If you guys know anything about the Linny brand, Linny is called Linny because I guess, and Moose can tell me more about it, I'm sure. Linny means the line, specifically the equator. And it is aged, the Linny, the aquavit, is aged on boats. They basically just throw it on a boat. They rent out like a room on a boat, put all their stuff in there, and as the boat sort of shakes as it goes through the ocean, that helps to shake all that aquavit inside the barrels, and I guess that helps it age. I would assume too that the changing temperatures at sea would sort of help to and out all of that linny into the barrel. I don't know. Hopefully that's the case, but either way, that's what we got. Not a super linny forward. Let's put a little bit more in there. Like we don't own the bar. I just want to taste a little bit more of the aquavit. We're going to put in another half ounce. We're going to go over here. All right. Yeah, that smells better. Yeah. Brings in bitterness, a little different type of bitterness. I don't know how else to describe fennel. Fennel is certainly a very bitter situation. So adding more bitter to it seems like it's the wrong idea, but sometimes the Campari bitter isn't exactly what we're looking for. So very happy with that. If you're making this at home, if you're following along, maybe a touch more sweet verm too. There we go. Maybe do 1.5, 1 3/4 so 1.5 ounces of the aquavit, 1 ounce of sweet vermouth, 3/4 ounce at most of the Campari, and I think you got yourself a little sandwich. Hello, hi boys. Yes, Kyle says fennel is the devil's licorice. I don't know where he heard that, but that is clearly something that is passed down through the Helperton family. There we go. That's the problem. We became unstuck in time here. Let me just fix the hat. Otherwise, like I said, what are we even doing here if the hat's not working? Oh, that's better. Okay. Okay. There we go. One more? Should we do one more drink? What else do we know about our good friend Moose? We've talked about, Kyle, I don't know. Kyle, do you even want this? I know Kyle doesn't like fennel. That's what he and my wife share that same thing. If I try and make them dinner, no fennel, no cumin. So tacos are we do very white people tacos. We do white people taco night. No cumin. No fun spices. Let's get into the next thing. What else do we know about Moose? We know that right now, where Moose is, it is early in the morning. I did the math a little bit ago. I think it is, and Moose, tell me if I'm wrong. I think it is 3 o'clock in the morning, or coming up on 3 o'clock in the morning. He goes to bed at a normal Moose time, sets a Moose alarm. Did it work? I can't hear it. Sets a Moose alarm, and then comes and watches the show. So why not make the Salvatore Calabrese world famous breakfast martini? Because he's, wherever he is when we're doing like dinner time, technically it's getting close to breakfast time for him. So it's, close. It is right now 3:43. So it is almost 4 o'clock, which makes this next cocktail work so much better because at 3:43, I've stayed at hotels. Hotels start their breakfast at like 4 o'clock. They're like, we want you to come to our hotel, have a nice relaxing time. We want you to absolutely just take your time. Be rested by the time you leave. Breakfast starts at 4. It ends at like 7:30. So if you don't get here by 7:30, no free breakfast. That's insane. That is an insane thing. One more thing to add to my policy when I, of course, run for president at some point. We're going to stop that. Hotel breakfasts, like normal breakfast, goes until noon. All right? If you eat anytime up until noon, you got breakfast, baby. I'm sorry. I don't know what we're up to. from noon to 2, that's brunch. Starting at 2, baby, you're in lunch territory. Now, lunch should be the big one. All right, you should be eating most of your calories, you know, in at the lunchtime. Then, if you decide that instead you're going to skip lunch and you're going to have dinner, that's one thing. I think we should bring back supper, little meals at night, or maybe even dinner that goes until like 8, and then supper after that. I am never, ever going to, the UF Mark is asking how to contribute to my super PAC. I don't think we're going to use a PAC. I think we're going to do $20 donations from everyone. The most people, the average person, the giving to my campaign, $20. We're going to go the Bernie method. I feel like we'll have much more success doing the Bernie method. $20 at a time from individual voters. And then, I don't know, what happens if Big Hotel comes and they're like, oh, okay, we like all what you're doing, but we want to have our breakfast end at 8 a.m. Well, now they've given to my super PAC. I'm in trouble, all right? I feel like the people, I want to be a man of the people. I feel like the people want breakfast to go till noon. So we will not be taking any donations from super PACs. $20 from each of you. If we get $20 from each of you, that's going to be something like $400 billion. We can win the presidency. That's what we got. And we'll wear the moose hat. Amy Beer agrees about hotel breakfasts. I don't know anybody that doesn't agree about hotel breakfasts. I think hotel breakfast is the biggest scam there is. And we need to stop it. They're getting one away on us. Sorry. Let's make a cocktail. We're going to start with gin. Gin is a morning drink. You want to slap yourself silly in the morning? Grab some gin. This is Alto Gin by Rangoni. Why are we using this one? I got it for free. So go ahead and put in 2 ounces. 2 ounce Cush Mousse for presidents. I swear to God, if that starts trending, we'll never make it. They'll never believe that we're serious, Kyle, if we start doing Cush Mousse for president. I want this to be a very, very serious campaign. 2 ounces of gin. I did a short too. I feel like everything else going in here is going to be big flavors. We need some Cointreau, some triple sec, something orange to put in there. This is Grand Gala. We love Grand Gala here. It's like Grand Marnier, but cheaper. Very similar, but cheaper. Thank you there, Bon Bon. I don't know why. There we go. Somehow I have made Amy Beer's thing the most important. Okay, there we go. The chat has gone insane. Go ahead and put in 3/4 of an ounce of an orange liqueur. We also need lime juice. Fresh lime, also nice. Fresh lime is the way to go. But instead, oh gosh, that was way earlier. I don't know what's going on with Moose. I'm sorry. I'm frazzled today. Something about today has frazzled me. I'm all, as they say, where I come from, I'm higgledy-piggledy. This is lime juice, because I can't find the other one, because I'm wearing these stupid glasses. We need 3/4 of an ounce of some lime juice. Seems pretty standard at this point. Seems kind of just like an orange gin sour. Seems like maybe it's an orange, I guess it's sort of like a daisy, like a gin daisy. Very similar to a gin daisy so far. This is where it becomes breakfast. We're going to find some preserves. These are peach preserves, orange marmalade works really well. Finding just some sort of preserve to put in there will certainly help you out. Now, of course, preserves, when you put them in here, they get sticky. We're going to put about this much in, 1 bar spoonful. But when we do that, that means that we're going to have to shake this one pretty hard. So hopefully say a little prayer for my moose antlers, because they're going all over the place. Lots and lots of ice. And here we go. Oh, I found it. I had, for some reason, thought it was a great idea to put the other side of my shaker tin on top of the lime, effectively hiding it from myself, and making it look like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't often know what I'm doing. I'll give this a big shake. Here we go. Hopefully that worked. Okay, let's find one more glass to throw this in. I think we shook a lot, so we may be dealing with a lot of liquid in here. Hopefully our Marie Antoinette did the job. Now I'm going to go searching. You guys can come with me if you'd like. We'll just do a little Miss Frazzle search here. Looking for the marmalade. Did the marmalade... Take these stupid glasses off. Did the marmalade leave here? I'm not seeing any marmalade. I feel like we did do a pretty good job. We did a pretty good job of shaking the marmalade into the cocktail. That is the danger of this one, of course. If you don't shake the marmalade hard enough, the marmalade will then just sort of become, you know, a big sticky mess in the bottom, and it will not incorporate into the drink. So here we go. Cheers to you guys. The breakfast martini for the person whose birthday is coming up, who, of course, is closer to breakfast than any of us. That's very good. That is very, very good. I did peach marmalade, orange marmalade. It's the technical one. I didn't have orange marmalade, so we just did a marmalade. We did a preserve. Certainly, there's some peach in there. Comes through. It does make it taste thick, which I suppose is what that's supposed to do. It is supposed to be a little thicker than a normal daisy. I like it. I've tried a couple times in the past month to really incorporate jellies into drinks, and I've found that they don't. It's not as spectacular as you want. So I think soon on the show we are going to do a Cush experiment. I'm going to put on my white coat, and we are going to figure out how to really get like how to use jelly in cocktails so that it isn't just like a substitute for sugar. But my goodness, it's delicious. Created by a guy named Salvatore Calabrese, an Italian bartender. I couldn't find, I'll be very honest with you, Moose. I couldn't find a lot of Norwegian bartenders. I tried to find Norwegian bartender cocktails. For some reason, they're being very, very coy about it. They're very shy about putting their stuff out there. I don't know if that's a whole Norwegian thing. You know, they're very humble people. They don't want to celebrate their big accomplishments. They've added this and this to the bartending community. The Italians, on the other hand, will let you know immediately that they put some marmalade into a cocktail. Trust me, it's a new cocktail. So there we go. Okay. What have we done? We wore a silly hat. We wore the glasses the whole time. We hung a banner. We celebrated our good friend Moose. Moose, who shows up even though there's no godly reason that he should be here. He shows up anyway. He's here all the time. I feel horrible when I miss shows because, my goodness, I've woken up a poor man in the middle of the night to come not do anything. So if I, one of the reasons that I try and make as many shows as I can for Moose. It is his birthday coming up. We have celebrated not only his moosdom, but also his Norwegianness and also his proximity to breakfast. And there we go. My wife, Jen, says Norwegians are the best. My wife is, of course, also Norwegianish. So we have a big heart for Norwegians here. That's what I got for you guys. Let's do one more cheers to our good friend Moose. The time has come, my little ones, to talk of other things, of ships, of shoes, of sealing wax, of cabbages, of kings, and why the sea is boiling hot and whether pigs have wings. That's not a great cheers to a person. Moose, thank you so much for showing up, even though this is a silly time. We appreciate you. And thank you for being part of this community. The community loves you. If any of you guys have a birthday at any point, clearly, I don't have enough ideas for shows. So let me know. If you guys let me know with enough time, we will celebrate birthdays here too. So that is what I have for you. If you make these cocktails, let me know what you think of them. If you don't make these cocktails, please don't tell me what you think of them. I don't want to hear a bunch of jibba jabba about nothing. Yeah. You're the best, Moose. Cheers. Agreed. There's a little thing for you. I've mixed with jelly jam at least once, if not twice, if I remember correctly. Says Shawnee Vandenbaker. Yeah, jam is a weird one. Oh, here we go. Moosey says, yet again, this is the best community ever. That's an amazing cocktail, Dr. Cush. Listen, Moose, Salvatore Calabrese, he created it, but I'm glad that I got to make it for you. Thank you guys so much for showing up to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. We will be back here on... Check the master calendar. We will be back here on Tuesday. So come hang out on Tiki Tuesday. If you guys also... Oh, gosh. DC Debbie Clark says, heads up. Her birthday is in October. Okay. I just want DC Debbie Clark to know, winner of the 2023 Kentucky Derby, that is too far in advance. There is no way I will remember that. I need you. This is the sweet spot. You can tell me 3 weeks out, 2 to 3 weeks out, that is your birthday coming up, then we can do something for you. But beyond that, that's obviously DC is far too close for me to do anything about it. Dang, really thought that would work. Okay, that is what I have for you. Oh, look, it worked. Oh my gosh. It's a birthday miracle. Thank you, Moose. Oh, Amy Beer has a tax day a birthday. I have another tax day birthday in my thing. So, okay, cool. We will, listen, we'll do a year of birthdays. So whenever your birthday's coming up, let me know. If it comes up from today on to the next few weeks, let me know. But Amy Beer's birthday is on tax day. So I know that that's coming up soon. Thank you for showing up. Remember, these classes will always remain free, but if you can't help out, there's a couple ways you can do it. I do have a Patreon, I have a PayPal, and I have a Venmo. That's financially the way to support the show. It's a bar. Every time I do this, I gotta buy booze. If you can help out that way, that's great. If not, tell your friends about it. If you're having a birthday party at Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks, hey, invite your friends. Tell your friends all about it. Hey, I'm having a birthday, but where is it? Virtually. You don't have to spend $1. You have to spend a thing, unless you, of course, you want to, help out Cush with the first part. But bring them in, see what they think about this. And if you can't do that, do exactly what you're doing. We do classes here Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for the most part. We try to do 3 shows a week, no matter what, and we will show up, hang out. That's what I got for you guys. I'm going to now run some credits. If you guys would, every time somebody's name comes up that you recognize, you'll recognize all of them. Give a little cheer, just like a woot, hoot, hoot, hoot. Give a, oh, it's never gonna work. Give like a yay as their name goes by. These are the people that are keeping the bar alive financially, and then the rest of you guys have been keeping the bar up spiritually. Some of you are doing double duty, and I completely thank you for that. But until then, let me say to you, as always, the thing doesn't work. As always, let me say, very happy birthday to Moose. That's not always. You get that once, Moose. And then to the rest of you, thank you so much. And I will see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye. Sorry, I didn't get the credits going fast enough. Ready? Here we go. One. Sorry, I completely forgot. Paul, everybody knows Paul. Paul asked me to tell everybody that he was at Smuggler's Cove.